Bring me a higher love. Oh.
Hey everybody. God, I missed this. That's the first, I think that's the first week-long break I've taken from stream all year. And it's May? That's pretty good. I hope you all have been well. I don't know if anyone even misses me, but I'm back anyway. I sure missed doing this. So today... Ooh, this is a little crooked. I don't like that. Nothing but the best. This is probably a little to the right. And then tilted to the left. That's a little better. Alright, check it out. Welcome in. It is Thursday, May 13th, 2021. And I am fresh back off of a Vermont weekend vacation, our baby moon, with my wife. It was our 30th birthday month, and that's what we did to celebrate. I drove us to Vermont. This is very crooked. While I fix this, I can talk through it. 3-hour drive, I got to check out Pastime Pinball, which is an excellent pinball place. Sad to hear they're not getting much business because of COVID, so if you live nearby or are planning a trip to Vermont, be sure to check out Pastime Pinball, okay? Very lovely place run by a beautiful couple who retired and opened it up as kind of a passion retirement project. And they have games from the original the original pinball with flippers. The first was kind of Humpty Dumpty. That's 1950 something. To the modern Jersey Jack, Stern stuff. So very, very cool spot. Everything you want. So that kind of inspired me to bring back the electromechanical pin we have. The only one we have right here, 1973 Gottlieb Pro Football. I'm just a sucker for football theme, so I was on the hunt for something like that. And this just so happened to be nearby. Checked it out, loved it, got it. And yeah, so this is the oldest pin I own, the only EM I own, electromechanical. And that's with those reels up there. And the bells and chimes that you'll hear in about 3, 2, 1 seconds. And this is right next to my Avengers, which is my newest pin, the one we've been streaming pretty much for the past, I don't know, month since we got it back. Yeah, for Pin Clash. So, that's fun, but sometimes you gotta take a little break and pay tribute to the classic EM pinball, the ones that started it all, right? So, here we are. The rules are definitely not as deep on EMs in general compared to the modern pins, but that does not mean they're any less fun. Alright, so I'm just going to get this warmed up real quick. I was in the middle of a game already to just test out the stream setup. And sometimes the ball gets... Oh, there we go. Nice line first. Sometimes the ball can get stuck on the little grooves on the playfield because the machine is so old. So the heat from the bulbs make them warp a little bit. It creates a little concave, contact lens style. And the ball can sit in that because... Oh, damn it. Because it's kind of flat. I don't know if I should lift the back a little bit so that it falls faster, but I'm worried the flippers aren't as strong to carry it up. Because I haven't really serviced this machine since I got it. And I got this last Christmas. And so I just ended that game. It's a 5-ball game. Okay. So you press the start button, it resets all the reels and scores. And it keeps track of the ball count right over there. You can see. It says ball in play, 1. Okay. Oh, if I can get warmed up in this first. I can give the rules breakdown a little bit, but maybe I'll just flip around for a little bit first before I spoil all the rules and everything. If you guys can figure it out by just looking at it, right? Because I think that's like one of the fun parts of pinball when you're stepping into a new one. It's like you don't know what to do and you just kind of figure it out. Oh, especially these older ones. These older ones you can kind of pick up. I think this should be a rules card, but it's not when I got it. It just, I don't know what these numbers mean. Scorecards. Maybe I should like look up a rule card and print it out and put it there. But as you can probably tell from the back glass, this pin is special. One of the reasons why it's special is because it scores 2 different ways. Ah! So you see the score in the top left and the point score in the bottom right. Ah, damn it. See, this is why they give you 5 balls. When a game gives you 5 balls, you know it's going to be tough. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Rip that spinner. That's pretty much what it's all about right there. Most fun part of it anyway, in my opinion. Depends who you ask, right? That's right down the middle. There's no saving that one, man. Okay. Ball. Oh, it's game over already. Alright, so check it out. There's like regular pinball scoring in the top left, right? The high score. And then the point score is football scoring. So it's like football, right? So you see these little lights here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each are 10 yards. So when you get 100 yards, you score a touchdown. So you get pinball points as well as like 6 points for touchdown. And to get that, you essentially get 10 yards at a time. So there's different ways to do it. There's these Vera targets right here. Right? The harder you hit it, the more yards you'll get and points. So 10, 20 to 50, 1,000 to 5,000. Same over here. It's pretty symmetrical, so everything on the left is on the right, vice versa. So that's one way to get yards. There's a little rollover right here. If the ball goes over it, you get 10 yards for that. This spinner is why it's so fun. Every spin is 10 yards, so if you are able to rip that spinner, you can get many yards easily. And then at the top lanes up here, these roll over, 3 over here, 3 over here. From left to right, it is 10 yards, 30 yards, 50 yards. Same over here, reversed. And that's how you get yards, right? Oh, and down here is 50 yards, these ones on the left and right. So that's how you get yards. And then you can also get points. Like these single stand-ups right here. 1 point, 2 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. If you just hit those, you'll just get football points, not pinball points. And then these 2 bumpers are 1,000 points when lit. Although I'm not sure how you like them, but maybe we can find out. So that's pretty much the general overview. I'm sure I'll explain again later when there's some more people here asking questions. And yeah, there you go. But for anyone watching the VOD or on YouTube, there you go. Right away, you know the rules. Because that's what I realized, so 13 minutes in. That's what I realized about streaming and then putting my videos on YouTube after. So there's actually some people watching it on YouTube. So if you're one of those people, say hello in the comment. I'll give you a shout out in the next time we stream. And I didn't, I honestly didn't even think there would be people watching on YouTube, but there are. So welcome, all the YouTube and all the Twitch followers. So we're getting friends all over. What got us through the pandemic. Beep. Ooh. So another neat feature you might have noticed is that there are four flippers instead of 2, right? 2 on the left and 2 on the right. Now that gives you a different dynamic of play. Because if you hold your flippers, it creates a gap. So the ball could drain that way if you're not careful. Oh, there it goes. Also, the slings are not in their traditional position. That's one of the hardest I've hit those Vera targets. Oh look, the bumpers are light. I honestly don't know how I did it, but it is now. There we go. I got 1 point for that. sometimes it'll Lazarus bounce back in for lucky. Hey, meet Chris Kidd. How you doing, buddy? Hello from the marriage capital of the world. Hello from the... Ooh, I got nothing. Damn it, Chris, you got me there. And my camera went out to put me out of my misery. Welcome in, Chris. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Renicious in the house, too. What's up, Renicious? Welcome in, friend. Welcome back, everybody. I took last week off because I was on vacation, but we're back today, and we are switching it up by playing our only our only EM in our collection. For those who don't know, that's electromechanical pin. That you can tell they're EM based on these like scoring reels, right, instead of a display. Very old school, 1973. This pin is older than I am, but it's very fun because it's football themed for one. And, you know, I love my NFL. It's the only sport I follow, so I knew I wanted an NFL, not NFL particularly, but a football themed pin in my collection. And at one point, I was thinking of getting more than one because there's a few of them. This is the only EM one I know. Oh wait, I think there's a second. There's two EM football themed ones, right? And then there's also the Stern NFL one, which was a limited run, which is very rare to find. But if you do find it, you think you can get it for like around 33,000, 3,500. I have not been lucky, and you know, it's not that. I don't think it's that great of a pin to actually really chase down or pay that much, but that's just me. But then there's also a 1989 Data East Monday Night Football pin, which, oh, hello! That was fun. Just juggling the ball around. 1989 Data East pin with an alphanumeric display. And I was actually looking at one. Oh, man, these saves are insane. You see that? Never give up. See, if it goes down the drain, keep your eye on it. Don't walk away just yet. Now that time you do. I was actually looking at that Monday Night Football pin, and I would have bought it from the guy, but he didn't seem like he wanted to deliver it. He wanted you to like buy and take it out for his asking price. And I was like, would you do? I think he asked 2,000, and I was like, would you do 1,800? He's like, no, I'm pretty firm on 2,000. I was like, okay, well, would you deliver it for 2,000? And he was like, yeah, I think I could do that. I'd get my buddy with a truck, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he ended up not delivering it. And I realized, that's when I realized I didn't want it that much. So I didn't really follow up with him either. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I was like, hey, where are you? Are you still coming? I didn't do any of that. I thought we agreed. It was like, hey, you know, you coming tomorrow? He's like, yeah, I should be. I got to run over here and blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, let me know. And he never let me know, and I never heard from him again, so I was like, okay, I guess he doesn't want to sell it, and I don't really want to buy it, otherwise I would have reached out, so perfectly fine with just having this one. Because I do have room for one more, like right over here. Can't see from this angle, but, you know, when I stream Avengers next to it, you usually see this empty space here in front of this microwave. That's why I used to have the Avengers, and I had the Houdini here. So I do have room for one more pin, or something. I have room for something, right? It doesn't have to be a pin. Oh, shoo! That was nice. So, yeah, that could have been there, but then I didn't get it, so I was like, whatever. I kind of like the empty space anyway, and then I was considering getting, like, you know, I'm open to getting, like, oh, shit. Oh, I blew it. I, like, tipped it over. I should have flipped it better on the left, but anyway, there it is. So yeah, 5-ball game. We're on ball 3 right now. You can see the ball in play on the that little referee yellow. Oh, I get it. That's a yellow card. I never noticed that before. You guys see the ball in play under the high score number? It's a ref holding a giant yellow card. I never noticed that was a yellow card. I just thought it was just like yellow. You know, that's pretty clever. I see what you did there, Gottlieb, and company. Maybe someone else will know how it's really pronounced. But I've heard people pronounce them different ways. Gottlieb. Right there. Gottlieb. If anyone knows, let me know. I could look it up, but that's also not reliable. I feel like the only source of truth is if oh god, damn it, is if I ask someone, if I ask the founder, owner, whatever of that company, how do you pronounce it? Because I've like heard, you know, I think I've heard back from from Hub Challenge pronounce it Gottlieb, but then I've heard, I think Manu pronounce it Gottlieb. So I'm pretty torn, you know? It's like, those are, you know, two people in pinball who I trust their knowledge, but if they are saying different things, then I don't know either. So I'm not sure who to believe, but we'll go with either. We'll use them interchangeably. One day someone will correct us, right? And then that's when we learn. Oh yeah. By the way, I hope the bells and chimes aren't too loud. Because I think it's like, I can't control the volume on those. Not like the more modern pin. My hip. Oh, I need to stretch, man. I played tennis like on, I played tennis with my uncle who's visiting from Texas on Monday. It's Thursday now, 3 days ago. Oh no, Tuesday, sorry. 2 days ago. And that was the first time I played tennis in like almost 2 years? Oh shit. That was a bad launch. So you know, we had a pretty good workout. I like dust off some rust. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Not playing in so long. Learned how to serve my whole life playing tennis since like middle school. No one ever properly taught me how to serve. So my tennis serves has always been like ass. I always tap it like really lightly just to get it in to be safe. Because you know, when you serve, you have to hit it in the front square. And it was like the first time someone actually gave me a lesson on serving. So he had me like up against the fence. It's like, so it's like a two-part. You gotta like lift it straight up, and it has to be at the apex is when you hit it. So I've learned that a lot of the time it's how you toss it rather than how you hit it. You gotta toss it so that just at the perfect height, so that the apex of the ball is when you hit it. Not like, you know, tossing it too high, waiting for it to drop, or too short, leaning into it. But the part you can make up for it, oh shoot. The part you can make up for the serve is getting touchdowns here. Tutties. Oh, there goes that. So see, that's one of the risks of having playing on a pin with double flippers. Creates that gap. Very unique factor on this. Also, what's very unique, if you haven't noticed, is that the ball launches from the middle. You know how like on pinball machines, it's normally a plunger on the right side? This one does it in the middle, and I did some research. I found out this is called a turret plunger. Turret, like a, you know, turret. Because I was trying to find out, like, oh, that's a pretty unique feature. Like, what other pins do that? And I was trying to find out what it's called. And then I finally figured out it's called a turret. And then I looked up pinballs with turret plungers. And I think I found a few. I forgot them because I did it a while ago. Yeah. But this was like the night before I went to go see this pin to purchase. And I've never played it, right? I just saw it listed. Oh. I just saw it listed. And, you know, it was like an hour drive. So I was like, that's reasonable. I reached out to the guy. It's like, hey, come check it out this weekend. We arranged it. So then leading up to that, you know, I never flipped it. So I just like looked up videos, looked up forums about it. Make sure it's like an EM I really want, because you know it's my like first and only EM purchase. But you know, the great thing about EMs is that they're not not as expensive as like other modern pins. You can probably find most of them for under $1,000. I got this one for $600. I think he listed it for $650. And now I probably would have negotiated for less, like $500, but it was like Christmas, so I was like, you know, I'll get him close to his asking. $50 off. Especially since I'm picking it up myself, you know, instead of having him deliver. Ooh, that's a nice bounce in there. Oh! That spinner rip. That's what it's all about, man. Oh, so when I was at Pastime Pinball, right, in Vermont, Oh shit! Last weekend, great place by the way. I found a new love for an EM known as Grand Prix. I don't know if anyone's played Grand Prix before, but what's really fun about it is that there are two spinners, right, on the left and the right. And what you want to do is you want to rip the spinner to build up the value. And then when you max out the value, or you don't have to max it out, but however high you build it up, you want to try to get it in like, oh man, if I didn't flip, that would have bounced back in. After you build the value and you want to cash it out, there are like two scoops, one on the left, one on the right. So it's like scoops, spinners, some other things up there. But it's really about the spinners, and then you get in the scoop and it cashes out the value. And it's just like so simple, but it's like brilliant, you know, like spinners I would say is one of the, if not the most fun feature of pinball. Just like, you know, you get rewarded based on how hard you hit it, how clean you hit it.
Who leaves Atlantis off the maps?
Who keeps the Martians under wraps?
We do.
Hey, BK, playing some ultra loud EM, I see. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Like, I was hoping the dings aren't too loud. But if it is, let me lower this. Let me lower the gains, bro. Less gains, all right? Flexing too hard over here with the bells and chimes. But welcome in, BK. Good to see you, buddy. Schultze in the house, dropping them 6 bits on me, making it rain. Thank you, Schultze. How you doing, man? Welcome in. Everybody chilling this Thursday. We're kicking it old school with some EM tonight. My only EM I own, right? Take a little break, because I've been streaming Avengers for like a month straight, and I can easily fall in. There it is. Avengers heard me talking about it. It's running through its a tracked mode video, breaking down all the team. Rick Nagel, lead software engineer. Yeah, so there we are. Notice the EMs are louder than expected. Yep, it is. And the thing about it is you can't adjust the volume of EMs like you do on a regular pin, right? Because it's like straight up bells being dinged. You can't adjust how hard it's dinged. At least I don't think so. I'm sure there's a mod. There's a mod for everything, right? But I have... Actually, since I got this pin last Christmas, 2020, I did not like really work on it at all. I think the only thing I did was I had a problem one time. And it was like, the game was scoring without me doing anything. So I was like, oh crap, the first thing I have to fix, right? I'm just dreading it. But I took a look, and it turns out one of the slings was just like really, with the leaf targets was just really close together. So I just had to pull it, separate it a little bit, and it was fine. So thank goodness it wasn't anything serious. But I mean, underneath here, everything's pretty clearly labeled, which is nice. That was one of the big selling points from the guy. Oh man. Because he was like, yeah, you got everything labeled here, you know, which is rare to see in an old game like this. So I was like, all right, this is make it kind of painless as a first purchase. Another month, Avengers. Yeah, it's easy to sink it in there. Self-playing pinball table seems amazing, but I imagine it's not the case. Now, not so much. What's new with you guys, though? I was just in Vermont last week for a baby moon trip. You know, wife and I, we're approaching halfway through our pregnancy this week. I always forget what week number, 18 or something? That's nice Lazarus. This game gives nice Lazaruses. We had our sonogram on Monday, you know. Now we got that photo on our fridge, so it's been pretty good. Oh, Tuesday, sorry, 2 days ago. Same night I played tennis with my uncle. Yeah, so that was exciting. Good checkpoint. Baby's healthy, you know, they looked at all the hands, feet, legs, and all that. It's all good, so we're good. Baby moon was good and relaxing. Yes, we went to Vermont, 3-hour drive. I've never actually really like explored Vermont. We were in Manchester. We stayed at the Equinox Golf Resort. So if you Google that, you can see exactly where I was. Funny thing is, we don't even golf, neither of us, so we did not golf at all, even though we stayed at a golf resort. But they had really nice hiking trails, so we did do that. You know, a little light hiking. We pretty much... Oh, man. Ooh, that is loud, isn't it? Sorry, guys. We did do the hiking except for... Because you know how there's different like levels of difficulty for the hiking trails? We pretty much did all of them except for the most extreme one, where you go to the top, where it's more vertical. because you know, wife's pregnant, right? So it's like I don't want to overstrain her on that, because we also have to walk down. You know, can't have her falling down the mountain or something. It's not a good end to a baby moon, is it? So, yeah, you know, other than that, we had a good hike. Because we drove there Wednesday, right? I took Thursday, Friday off work, so I went after work. 3-hour drive, got there at night. Checked out the resort a little bit, although everything closed kind of early up in Vermont, like 8 p.m. And I realized in Vermont they close a lot of their stuff like seasonally too. So like places were just reopening because I think like they wait until weather's nice, like on Memorial Day, which is, you know, in a couple weeks here in America. If anyone's not familiar with American holidays, come on, maybe. And oh man, you gotta watch out for those double flippers, man. When you step up to a pin with 2 flippers, that's an extra level of danger right there. Watch out. Don't do like me. Be better than me. What was I saying? Yeah, so things were starting to reopen. Because we were hitting up cafes, and I was like, oh, you know, we're visiting for Mass, and they were like, oh, good timing by you. We just reopened this week. I was like, oh, okay, that's good to know. Because I figured if we go before Memorial Day, we beat the rush, right? So that's exactly what we did. It was pretty, you know, pretty empty. It felt private to ourselves on Wednesday and Thursday. But then come Friday, Saturday, there were like way more people there. But Thursday we did some hiking. Got some fresh mountain air. I love their tap water there. You know, I'm a water snob nerd, so I don't know, something about like the mountain water is really good over there compared to the tap water here. I loved it. And Friday we pretty much spent the whole day at Pastime Pinball, which is like this pinball place in Manchester. I think it's like the only real pinball place too, but it's the only one you need because they had everything, man. It was awesome. And it was one of those places where you pay a fee and you play for the whole day. You play as long as you want, right? Entrant fee. It's like $25, and I definitely played like more than 25 pins. So we had a good full day there. Played everything from the first pinball with flippers, Humpty Dumpty, 1950 something, right? Very historic. To the modern Jersey Jack pins they had too. Wizard of Oz LE, fancy, limited edition Wizard of Oz. And also, they had Dialed In. I put a lot of time into that. And they had Stern from like all the eras, Williams classics like Medieval Madness, Attack from Mars, Terminators, Whirlwind, Earthshaker, Matahari, Black Knight. You know, like most of the pins you can name, they had it. They didn't have everything, but you know, most of the ones you really wanted to play are there. So it was really awesome. Thank you for asking. Is Vermont as picturesque as Newhart makes it look in its opening? I don't know. Sorry, BK. I don't know the Newhart reference, but it was very picturesque. It's cool because like when you go into town, you go to restaurants. When you come out, there's like freaking a mountain right behind all the restaurants and everything. So it's like that was different than I'm used to here because in the city, you know, where I live around, you're not going to see mountains above like taller than buildings, right? You're going to see just buildings. That was like that little difference was like a nice change of pace. Just a more nature infused into the town. So I really like that. Mass, I didn't think Catholic churches go on vacation. No priest do every 5 years or so, but closed church. Yeah. Massachusetts, BK. The state I hail from. You funny. I played Wizard of Oz a few times. That machine always tends to break down. Yeah, I think that's common. Cause I know a friend who has it. Oh yeah, that has baby. Ooh, their target. The Arcade, who also streams on Twitch. 5 R's. Arcade. You know, pirate type. Hold on. I think I have an idea on how to make this less noisy for you guys. I think if I change the mic setting to like just point at me instead of all around, you'll get more of my voice and less of over here because you don't really need that much bells and chimes in your ears, do you? But you let me know if this is any better. All right. I switched the mic setting. Test. Okay, let's see. Try to make it a little easier on your ears. Otherwise, you never come back. Well, Cret destroyed my ears, so I'm out of here. What'd you say? Ah, damn. So much momentum. Has anyone else in chat like played this pin? I bought it like the first day I played it. Because I knew I wanted a pinball theme, right? Like I mentioned. But I actually have not flipped it until that day that I decided to purchase it. So, there we are. 5-ball game. Turret plunger in the middle. And it scores both pinball points and football points. I explained the rules in the beginning, but no one was here. It was mainly for the YouTube watchers. So I can explain it again now that there's actually some people in chat, if anyone's curious. So, you know, the great part about this change of pace is that the rules aren't as deep, right? As like an Avengers. So I can explain this in less than a minute. All right. So you check out the back glass. There's 2 ways of scoring, right? Which, side note, is what I like about Space Jam. You can score basketball points too. Essentially, your main goal is to get 100 yards, right? Like football. To the end zone, score a touchdown, you get touchdown points. So there are 10 lights here, 10 football lights here, each corresponding to 10 yards, right? 10, 20, 30, blah, 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 100. So your goal is to just get yards and get to the touchdown and just repeat that. You get like I think you get 6,000 points when you get to 100 yards. You definitely get 6 football points. So see 31 right there, my point score. That's my football score. All right. So different ways to get yards. And the playfield is symmetrical, right? So if I just explain one side, it's the same as the other side. So there's this Vera target here, okay? And as hard as you hit it is how many yards and points you get. So 10, 20 to 50 yards or 1,000 to 5,000 points. Same over here. And there's a rollover here. If the ball goes over it, that's 10 yards and 100 points. This spinner, which is the most fun feature in my opinion, every time it spins, it's 10 yards. So you can just, you know, rip that and you get paid. But there's the 4 posts to the left or right of it makes it really difficult. Other than that, there are the rollovers on the top. From left to right, they're worth 10 yards, 30 yards, 50. This is worth 50 right here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the yards. But then you can also get, oh, and if you roll over the out lane, you can get a touchdown that way too, instantly. I think this light bulb's out. It should be lit, right? So, yeah, that's how you get yards. But there's also ways to like just get football points if you're playing that way, I guess. So like these yellow stand-ups are worth 1 point. One here, one here, one here, one here. What else? These pops are worth 1,000 points when lit. I honestly don't know how you light it, but they're just lit. They're lit now. That's pretty much it. Other than scoring, turret plunger from the middle instead of the right, so the playfield is wider than normal because it doesn't have that, you know, that right plunger taking up space. 4 flippers instead of 2, so you gotta watch out for that. I don't think you can stage it. Not like the modern pins. It's just all or nothing. So with that, you gotta watch out for the ball falling in the gap. These are not slings. They don't like activate like slings. The slings are actually here and here. So pretty unique. That's pretty much it, man. Yeah, right? So I'm at the 10-yard line. So you can see it in action now. Now that you understand what's going on. In my opinion, that's what makes it more fun. So I'm gonna try to rip that spinner. Here, I'm just gonna make it a priority to rip that spinner, and then you can see how difficult it can be when you get stuffed by those posts up there. You really gotta take control of this too. It's like, oh yeah, that's a good rip. See, touchdown, touchdown. All right. I think you need to like flip it from the top. Oh damn it. This game likes the Lazarus too. Like if it bounces here, it can easily come back in. So, oh, game over. All right. I have not been looking at my score. I've just been chatting and flipping for you guys. So let's try to keep track. 59. We'll say 59,000 is our best tonight. I've rolled this pin a couple of times. Anyone doesn't know, rolling a pin usually is a term for electromechanical pins like this one with the number reels. It's if you score higher than the display can show. So pretty much if you score higher than 99,999, it'll pretty much go back to 0. That's known as rolling the pin. I don't know if that's an official term or a street term, but either way, them's be the terms and conditions. Okay. Do you accept? Accept and we can install your software update. Okay. Any questions? Holla. I think for the Ver targets, the hardest I've ever been able to hit it is like 40. It can go up to 50, right? I feel like you need a lot of momentum. You know, if I were to like work on this pin, give it a little TLC, I think my project would be to rebuild the flippers so that it's stronger. But I have also considered, ordering a power ball, you know, those light ceramic balls that are, I think originally in Twilight Zone pinball. They move a lot faster and lighter, so it can actually fly around the field with, you know, little force put on it. Especially since sometimes this metal ball would get caught in like a groove of one of those lights because the pin is so old, 1973. You know, the heat from the incandescent bulbs under it warp it a little bit to go under. And I have considered swapping out the bulbs for LED lights, just so that they last longer, they don't produce heat, but which is what I did with like the other pins I got, right? My Monopoly, my Spaceship, my Revenge from Mars. Well, Revenge from Mars I kind of put black lights because I wanted the glow-in-the-dark effect, but anyway, that's something I usually do. But I don't know, I kind of feel like for this one I wanted to keep it a classic feel, right? Just something different because I like variety in my collection. And I love that it's like my oldest pin is right next to my newest pin, the Avengers Premium. So like when you go from one to the other, it's like a huge difference in play. And then you really start to like appreciate how far pinball has come, you know? And that's definitely something I've re-appreciated since I checked out Pastime Pinball last weekend in Vermont. Man, that Humpty Dumpty was something. It was weird. It was like, so if you guys don't know, Humpty Dumpty is like a pinball from like the 1950s. It was the first pinball machine that had flippers, right? Like press the button and make it do the thing. Before that, it was kind of like a game of luck was the argument. Controversial topic, but for the sake of this story, it was a game of luck before. You just plunge it and watch it fall, kind of like pachinko in Japan, until they introduced a flipper to it, right? Then you can kind of control it and what happens. So Humpty Dumpty was the first one that had flippers, but it wasn't like the flippers you're used to seeing today down here. The flippers were like, there were 6 flippers, and they were like half the size of this, right? Original flippers were really small, and it was a pretty symmetrical play field. So imagine talking about one side of it, there's like 3 flippers, like high, medium, low, right? But when you flip it, they don't like, it's not like this, right? It's kind of like, it's like outwards, and it like flips it up. So you're like tapping it left and right up here, you know, kind of thing. It was really interesting. So you're not expected to really like hit it up every single time. You're just kind of slowing as it's falling when you're in that like zone, right? The high, medium, low zones. You're just trying to hit the bumper in the middle to get points until it falls to the next zone, and then you're trying to do that, which is really interesting. I love that it's such a, you know, piece of history that I've considered owning it. I actually don't know how much they go for, but they're super rare. That was like the only place I've ever seen it and played it. So that was like one of the highlights of playing there for me. They also had like a very vast EM collection, like pins of all eras. And that's when I found my love for Grand Prix as well. If you guys ever played Grand Prix, it's a very spinner-driven pin. And actually, Michelle, my wife, when she actually played all the EMs. She's like, I'm gonna go play all the EMs. Meanwhile, I was just so like overwhelmed with all the things I want to play. I was just like jumping around based on my moods. I was like jumping between different eras, playing Stern Spider-Man, and then playing Space Shuttle, and then playing Earthshaker, and then playing Fishtails. You know, I was like all over the place. But she made it a mission to like play all their EMs, because there maybe was like a dozen of them, 12, 15, yeah. So she played them all. She came back to me and she was like, "All right, I did it. I played them all." I was like, "Oh, cool. Which one did you like best?" She's like, "This is a really fun one, Grand Prix." with spinners. I was like, ooh, that sounds fun. So I went to go play that one too. Because other than that, I've only really like played the Humpty Dumpty there or something else. But I came back for that one, and that was actually a lot of fun. And I think that was the only place I played that too. Of all the places I've been. I was looking at my Pindigo account. I actually hit up like a lot of places. Oh, there goes my camera. Well, now you can look at the flyer for a little bit. Till I'm done with this ball. Since I can't cradle. Not on this era. Oh yeah, that's a good nudge. Ooh, there's 40, I think. You gotta ride the momentum of the ball. Oh man. Alright. You guys good with the flyer? I'm about to bring my camera back on. Don't worry, it'll be back in 30 minutes when my camera shuts off again. You know how it goes around here. Every 30 minutes. At least this time, I started to put something behind it so you can look at until I get the camera back. See? It's good marketing. It's not a bug, it's a feature. It's like when I had Houdini for a month. Oh man. I had Houdini for a month and I put like a Houdini flyer in the back. And I rebranded it as my disappearing, reappearing act. See? But it's the same bug of feature. It's the same feature of the camera shutting off every 30 minutes, which is like my trademark now. Like I've been dealing with that so long since I started streaming a year ago that I could fix it, but it's an expensive fix because I did the research. Like I know what I need to do to fix it. I could either upgrade my computer operating system to, what is it, Windows 10 now? I think I'm on 8 because this is an old computer I'm using actually, but it's still working, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Yeah, I need to update the OS, and then I can download this software that allows me to capture that DSLR camera in a different way than I'm doing now. So that it stays on it and works as a webcam, so it doesn't shut off every 30 minutes as a DSLR, you know. Or I could buy a new laptop, and that already has Windows 10 on it, and just do that, right? Basically, I need Windows 10, okay? And I'm just too hesitant to like risk breaking this computer that's been, oh yeah, touchdown. That's been treating me so well all these years, you know? Like it's been my stream computer like for forever, so I'll, you know, keep riding it as long as it goes. So I feel like I wouldn't really try to honestly, I wouldn't really try to update the OS on, oh damn it. See what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. The groove, because of the heat of the bulb, warps that wood. And so it's like a little saucer without any point rewards. So kind of just have to like shake it out. So that's why I was thinking of either putting an LED bulb so it does it less, but I mean it's already come this far, so probably not. But to use a power ball that's lighter. I think it would just go right over it and wouldn't even get stuck because it's moving so fast. I should just order that. I've been saying like I want that for a while, and I should really tonight I'm ordering that ball. But I should probably like buy other stuff too. You know how it goes when you order pinball parts. Is like you can't just order one thing because you have to pay for shipping. So it's that shipping that's killer. So actually, I did like ask some of my friends like, hey, are you ordering any pinball parts? Can I like get in on that order? Just add one power ball for me, please. Ugh. Yeah, there we go. Ding. But I don't think anyone's ordering that I know of that I can actually meet up with and pick it up. So I'm gonna have to buy it myself. Then I'll also have to buy something else. So that's why I haven't yet. I should look into like a rebuild flipper kit for this. Oh, that'll be a nice project. That could actually be a really good tech stream. I haven't done a tech stream in a while. The last tech stream we did was last year in 2020 on that Revenge from Mars. Remember where we replaced the coils? Coil sleeves? So that the Martians Jiminy better. But I really should Okay, you know what? We're going to table that for the future. I'm going to order a Powerball and try to look into a flipper kit, and then we can do a future tech stream on this where we rebuild that out. Because we've actually had pretty good turnout for tech stream. I was surprised. I honestly was doing tech stream because it was like I needed to work on my pinball, and I couldn't find time to do it other than like my stream time. My stream times are like pretty much the only times I play pinball, honestly. So just using that time, I also should use that time to tech stream. But we're also trying to move our Monopoly pin from upstairs down here, I think in a couple weeks. So then we'll have all 5 of the mechanical pins down here, because we're turning that room where the Monopoly is now into our master bedroom. I'm going to put a door there and move bed there. So lots happening this month as we prepare for the baby coming in September. So stay tuned. Fossil's in the house. What up, Fossil? Welcome in, buddy. How are you tonight? Happy Thursday. This reminds me of the baseball pinball from the same era. Yes! Is it called Home Run? Because that is one of the EM pins I've played at Pastime Pinball last weekend as well. Is it this one? Hold on, let me find it. Oh, wait, I have it on my phone. Hold on. I took a picture of it. Let me see if, coincidentally, this is the one you're thinking of. All right, hold on. Football, baseball themed of the same era. I think it might be this one. Is this it? Oh, Grand Slam? Is this the one, Fossil? Do you remember? Yeah, that's it. Oh, man, what a coincidence. Yeah, I played this last weekend. Check it out. So this is some of the EMs I played. What is this one? Clown. This one was cool. This one, oh, this one had like a little, it's like a spinny wheel. So there's like a wheel in the playfield, and when you hit something, it spins that part of it. You see how it says 9 and 8? It actually like rotates, which is a cool feature I've never seen in any pin. So, you know, some of these EMs are funky. It's awesome. So that's another one I played last weekend. Let's see. This is Michelle playing, what was this one? High Dive? Yeah. Look at that wood rails, man. It was such a different feel. These older pins that are made out of wood instead of like this chrome trim. Very different experience. Oh, Humpty Dumpty. This is the one I was talking about. The first pinball ever to have flippers. You see what I mean? There's like 3 on the left and 3 on the right, and they're really tiny. And they're like inverted, so they flip inward instead of outward like the ones now. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's what I mean by like there's different zones. Like you plunge the ball in the top, it falls down, and you know the middle stuff that it hits is how you get points. And you use the flipper on the left and right to kind of just volley it back and forth as long as you can until it falls to the next zone, and then volley it and it falls. This is very cool. So that is Humpty Dumpty. 1950 something. Let me see if I can. Oh, here it is. Oh, sorry, not even 1950. It's 1947. You can't really see it because it's overexposed, but I can read it to you. 1947 Gottlieb. This is also Gottlieb. Production run, they made 6,500 of these. There's an EM pin designed by Harry Mobbs and artwork by Roy Parker. Isn't that neat? So like I knew that was the first pinball with flippers, and I've never seen it or played it anywhere until I went to Pastime Pinball last week. So that is one of my highlights of the trip. We ate breakfast like every day. I like never eat breakfast, but on the trip it was nice to like have time to actually eat breakfast every day. Although it was more like brunch because we slept in, you know, because of vacation. I feel like that's one of the underrated things about being on vacation. I feel like when you go on a trip, you fall in the trap of thinking like, all right, you need to get up early so you can squeeze in as much as you can and, you know, get the most out of your experience. But what I feel like is important to realize is that this is supposed to be a break from the hustle bustle of your regular work life and regular life too, right? So you should like schedule naps like when you want here and there, like at least like, you know, go to the beach, right? And just take a nap on the beach. Or sleep in a little bit, start a little later. But obviously, you know, not on days where you're paying admission for something. Like, not on days like if you're going to a theme park. Obviously, you want to get there early and get the most out of it. But, like, just have a little relax day to go to spa or something. I feel like that's very underrated in a trip. We love it. We love like just taking naps, vacation or not, like weekends, you know. And I know when the baby comes, we're not gonna get much sleep. So I am definitely enjoying it as much as I can right now, and I feel like my priorities are in the right place. That's all I'll say on that. Take more naps is the lesson. Oh man, damn it. Okay. So if anyone new here just joined the stream, oh my goodness. We are flipping on this classic 1973 electromechanical pin by Gottlieb with your classic bells and chimes. Oh man. Oh. Groovy, baby. It's a football themed. They made a sequel to this one, actually. I think it's called Gridiron. And it supports 2 players. This one is a single player game. So you know how like the modern pins you can add up to like 4 people? Some pins you can add 6, like Space Jam. Oh, nice. This is a single game. That's why it's only one scoring reel. But they made a sequel called Gridiron, which actually was one I was looking at first. Because, you know, I thought it'd be better to have a 2-player one. But, you know, I kind of like that I ended up with this single-player one. It's like more classic. It's the original one. Sleep late and do something for an hour in the afternoon. Kiss sleep goodbye. Or actually nap when the baby naps. That's what I heard, Fossil. I assume you have kids. Is that you gotta sleep when the baby sleeps, right? So I'm already strategizing around that. It's like, all right, babe, put you for a nap, and I'm gonna nap too. I'm better off just doing stuff while the baby's awake too, right? Because I have to be vigilant to watch the baby anyway, I imagine. Like, it's risky to nap while the baby's awake because you know what they get up to. And I don't want to deal with that risk. So definitely sleep when the baby sleeps. And, you know, do stuff while they're awake. I think that's going to be my strategy. But we'll see. I mean, you gotta be open to adapt, right? It's not always gonna follow the schedule, I hear. So I'm ready for it. Any other tips? Let me know, you guys. New dad here. New dad incoming this fall. Yeah, we had our sonogram appointment on Tuesday, 2 days ago. This week we're halfway through the pregnancy. Due date September 30th. So, you know, we're happy to get a checkpoint. The doctor's saying everything looks good, healthy, perfect size for this point in the pregnancy. So all good news. We always get nervous until like we do a checkpoint checkup, and then we feel a little better about it. But yeah, man, it's a real baby in there. That sonogram is like it's clear as day. That is a baby silhouette. It's getting real. Getting super real. Very, very exciting. Oh, man. Get a swing and the baby when that one rocks. Ooh, that's a good idea. Because I do have like a little back porch area that's enclosed. I was thinking of like getting a hammock and putting in there. But I should get like a rocker or something, right? And then just kind of like rock for a nap with the baby in my arm. That's a good idea, Fossil. Thank you for that. I am definitely going to look into that. Because it also gets good natural light. So you get the heat. Alright. That's going to be one of the moves. For sure. We can both nap. Nap sitting up in a little hammock or something. A little rocker. How many kids do you have, Fossil? If you do, if you don't mind me asking, of course. Don't. General rules for chat. Don't. If you don't feel comfortable answering any questions I ask, don't feel the need to. I'll just move on. Right? I'll ask a question. If I don't get a response, I just move on. I like ask it again. I'll just take that as a sign you don't want to answer it, and that's totally okay. So don't worry. Don't be afraid. Also, if you want to lurk, no problem either. All is welcome here. I try to present kind of a lurker's paradise the more I think about it. Because I realize, you know, sometimes when you're like doing stuff, you just want some noise in the background, right? So I try to fill that void for you guys with just talking to myself essentially. And if anyone says anything, then I respond. Eyes Gadoo, checkity check check. Checkity check, checkity check, checkity checkpoint Charlie. Ooh, that was fun to say. Hope that was as fun to hear as it was for me to say. They have ones that plug in and it swings the baby and the baby sleeps. Oh, like those self rockers. Oh, okay, that's a good point. I should get that as well as like kind of a rocking chair so I can, do it with the baby in my arms as well. But I don't know. I guess you don't want to fall asleep with the baby in your arm, right? Because then you could like in your sleep you could like drop him, right? So maybe not as good an idea as I thought. But that auto swing, you're onto something there. That makes sense to me. Fossil has 2 kids my age. Oh, I'm 30. Are they 30? You can't handle the truth. I'm 30. Yeah, Fossil. There you go. Now you know. My wife's turning 30 next Tuesday as well. So that Vermont trip was kind of like an early birthday trip since she can't travel this weekend because for whatever other reason, family reasons. So that's why we went last weekend. Kind of avoided the rush though, I feel like after Memorial Day, everywhere's gonna start getting crowded because the weather's gonna get nicer. Some companies are gonna start doing summer Fridays, right? Babies. What's up, Top Rope Pinball? Welcome in. How are you? Introducing Top Rope Pinball. Babies. Is his opening line. Hope you're well, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, dropping the baby is bad. We can all agree on that. Fossil was my age when he had kids. He has 56 now. Okay, doing the math. Yeah, they're about 20s. Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, I think, honestly, ever since I turned 30, my left hip has been, like, problematic every day since then. Because I injured it a while ago doing martial arts. I did, like, a roundhouse kick one day, and I, like, pulled it. And it was one of those moments where you knew, it was like, oh, I guess I'm just going to have to deal with that pain for the rest of my life now. And what I should have done that I didn't do was get it checked out by, like, a physical therapist right away. But I just kind of, like, went about my life. It kind of went away, but then it, like, kept coming back, and it was, like, a recurring issue. And since I turned 30, it was, like, right on cue. Like, my 30th birthday, last November, it just started to act up again. And every day, it's been feeling like that. So it has not been the same. So I just, like, been going through my life with that as a handicap. Sucks, but, I have accepted it. Like, that's what getting older means. So... And then I totally wiped out on my steps, taking out the trash last winter. I think it was like January. I was like holding, my recycling bin and the trash. Oh, damn it. I thought it was gonna bounce. And it was like raining earlier and it stopped. So I was like, oh good, it stopped. So then when I took the first step, I like slipped on the ice sheet. And I like landed on my right, and so I messed up my neck too and my shoulder. So that was something else I dealt with. And then a month and a half ago, like the week before I was gonna return the Houdini, I lifted it, and it was on stream too. I lifted it and I like pulled my neck. Well, I lifted it and then I went like this to celebrate, and then I pulled my neck really bad on this like the same side. So I started to see a physical therapist for that too. So yeah, I've really been wrecking myself. I gotta be more careful, man. There's gonna be other people depending on me now. Another life, and obviously my wife and my family. So I'm in, cause I gotta stop doing stupid stuff like that. I think the silly days are over, man. It's time to be an adult, I guess. Finally, I've pushed it off this far, 30 years. So I think that's a pretty good stretch, right? Top Rope Pinball's doing good. Thanks for the DX merch. Absolutely. I hope you're enjoying that, having fun with your intros. Love it. Keep being you, man. I love a fellow wrestling nerd. It's great. I think we know wrestlers from the same era, like in the 90s, the Attitude Era. I don't keep up with it much anymore. I try to tune in here and there, but obviously it's not the same when you don't recognize people. But I have been watching Young Rock, which is the new sitcom on NBC, where The Rock I'll just give you a premise without spoiling, right? The premise is The Rock is running for president in like the future year, like 2032, and he's doing interviews, and he's talking about his upbringing. So they do like flashbacks of younger versions of him, like 3 or 4 different ages of him, like as a kid, a teen, a college, and every episode is like a flashback to a different time. And so you see how he grows up with, you know, wrestlers all around him, and it's very nostalgic and cool because you see all these older wrestlers. It's awesome, and I like to believe it's based on fact, you know, like that, like those were actually the wrestlers that were always around. But I'm sure some is scripted. But I think they actually like use his real mom and stuff too, like for the modern cutscenes. Obviously actors for when they're younger. But yeah. I'm loving watching that show right now. So if you guys haven't checked out Young Rock and you're a fan of wrestling, and The Rock, I definitely say check that out. I think it's only been like 1 season right now. It's only been like 10 episodes, maybe half an hour. It's on every Tuesday before This Is Us, because we watch This Is Us. But that show hasn't been consistent. It like This Is Us would like do an episode and then they would take a break for like a month. It's like doesn't make sense. They just like air episodes whenever they want. It's not consistent at all anymore. I don't know if that's like because of pandemic or what, but The Rock has been Young Rock has been consistent every week, like 8 p.m. I think it's like Young Rock at 8, and then the new show Keenan with Keenan Thompson at 8:30. But I think that's like the only TV show I follow. Oh wait, no, The Masked Singer. It's a reality show, but The Masked Singer, Young Rock, This Is Us. Those are all the only 3 shows my wife and I actually, the only TV shows, like classic TV shows. I'm talking like when it's on TV, we catch it at the time, and then during the commercial breaks, we use the bathroom and stuff and grab a snack. You know what I mean? Like classic TV show watching days where you can't record it, or I mean you can DVR it now, but there's, you know, watching shows when the new episode hits differently, you know what I'm saying, versus like a streaming show. So we like that nostalgia, which is why we try to catch it when it's live, also to avoid spoilers, you know. So there you have it. That's my review of Young Rock. Recommend to a friend. Top Rope Pinball has first kid at 36 and second kid at 39. So about the same, right? Yeah. I'm 30 having my first kid. So is Michelle. Fossil said, nah, stay a kid and you'll be happier. Just be responsible, kid, and you'll do great. Yeah, that's what I see. See, that's why that's how I try to carry out my life too. It's like I feel like getting older just happens, right? But growing up is a choice. It's like, you know, I don't like the notion that people think like you have to act like a boring adult in order to be responsible. Like you can be a responsible person, but also be honest with yourself and continue to enjoy the things that you like, right? Like Pokemon Go, I stream on Sundays, pinball, arcades, you know, I love all that, but I'm also like very responsible. I take care of my finances, I take care of my responsibilities, I take care of my family. It's like, you know, you can have it all, you know what I'm saying? So I think like as people get older, they like forget to have fun, and then it's like, what's the point? Why, you know? Then you're not like really living, you're just existing. Like you gotta have fun, man. You gotta find what you enjoy and just do it. Like, forget what people say. Like, oh, why do you like that? Isn't that for kids? It's like, fuck off, man. So what if I like this? This brings me joy. What's it to you? Yeah, that's my take on that. I totally agree, Fossil. And I feel like everyone in the Pokemon Go community understands too, because, you know, we're playing a game that's considered to be like for kids, but it's for everyone. Same thing with like enjoying cartoons, you know? I learned that in, so when I was in college, I studied film. And I took a history of animation class, which is a freaking awesome class. And it was taught by this like 40, 50-year-old man. And he made a good point, like in one of the early classes. he was like, all right, guys, we're gonna learn, you know, really fun stuff, history of animation, how long it's come, the different art styles, and you know, how the industry developed between like Disney and Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies and all that. And then he made up a good point. It's like, you know, and somewhere along the way, you know, cartoons used to be enjoyed by everybody, but somewhere along the way, the notion was that cartoons is only for kids. It's like, why did that even happen? So that was like one of the things we explored. So, and that really resonated with me, right? Because I was like, you know what, that's true. Like, why do I feel like I have to grow out of this? Like, because someone else says I do, but like, I still like it, so. Oh, it's getting stuck in the groove again. It's like, if I still like it, why do I, like, what am I trying to prove to that person? Like, that's trying to shame me for it, you know? It's like, you like what you like. It's just, as long as you're not, like, hurting or bothering anyone else, I say just do whatever you enjoy. Yeah, I think that's my stance on that. As long as you're not bothering or hurting anyone else, do whatever you like. That's like all I really care about. And that's what I'm gonna teach my children. Just be honest with yourself. Be honest about who you are, you'll live a much happier life. Because everyone will always have an opinion, but you have the power to decide whose opinion matters to you. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't accept someone's opinion that you wouldn't go to for advice, you know? It's like, I know it's tough, like it's easy to like get hurt by someone saying something, but something I'm working on too. So I think it's just general human nature. We care about what other people think, but only if it's positive. I think we should focus on that. That reminds me of something that happened at Columbus Municipal Auditorium. The hero wrestler, so like the baby face, was thrown out of the ring, and this little old lady stabbed home because he was losing. Wait, what? Is that a typo, Fossil? What do you mean? They stabbed home? Stabbed? Did you meant to say stab? You lost me there. I'm also probably reading that message very late, which is something I try to work on as well. The timing is all off. Oh, the old lady stabbed him because he was losing. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, some people get really into it. No, stop stabbing people. I think that's a pretty general concept to not do. Oh my, freaking plunge. That reminds me. So I didn't get to flip that one, right? But since the ball hit a switch, which is the pop, a switch is like anything that triggers points, right? So. Or not even points. I think the sling counts as a switch, but you don't get points for that. Anything that triggers mechanically is a switch. And what happened there was I plunged it into the pop. It bounced there, here, and out. And that was the end of my ball. But this table, as old as it is, actually has a ball save feature. But only if you plunge it and it doesn't hit anything at all. And it drains, you don't lose that. It doesn't count it as a ball. And you can actually replay it. Whereas, you know, the modern pins, they have like a more of a timer, right? So like, you can play a bit, hit a bunch of switches, get points. But if you drain quickly within like 5 seconds, there's a ball save built in the code that'll bring it right back. But, you know, that's like the modern pins. But obviously in these older ones, there's no code or anything. Well, hold on. Is there actually code in this? That's a good question. Well, I don't think there's like software code, but there's like, there's reels, mechanical reels and stuff. Electromechanical, that's what it is. EMs. Oh man, I thought I was gonna come back in. Yeah, so it doesn't have a timer ball save, but if it doesn't hit anything, it does not count as a loss. And but I don't know, I don't know if that's true for like all EMs or just this one particularly. The Rock made me think of the Wrestlers. Yeah. I think the Columbus Auditorium is where the WWE or the WWF started, whichever one first. WWF was first. Here's why. World Wrestling Federation was the original name of that. But there was also a World Wildlife Fund, which is like a nature conservation group. and I think they had that name first, WWF. So there was some lawsuit or whatever. Basically, in the end, WWF, or the wrestling one, World Wrestling Federation, had to change their name or their initials, and they changed it to WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. And so that way, World Wildlife Fund got to keep their WWF. Yeah, I remember being confused too when I was a kid, and that's probably why they did that. Because as a kid, I only knew wrestling, right? I didn't know of the World Wildlife thing. So when one day I saw WWF sticker, but with a panda. I'm like, oh, that's like a different font than the wrestling one. I wonder why that is. And I was a young kid, so I didn't really know or question it. But now I understand, like, oh, okay, that's probably why they changed it. Confusion like that in the branding. But yes, WWF first, Fossil. And that goes to your point that Columbus Auditorium where WWF was there. Oh, very cool. So have you been to like wrestling house shows back in the day like that? Back when the seats were like fold-up chairs? Because I'm sure wrestling in like the because I was born in 1990, right? But I'm sure wrestling, like old school wrestling, like in the 70s, 80s. Oh, there goes my camera. It's okay. You can stare at the flyer for a little bit until I get through this ball. Or at least like the small house shows of wrestling. You sit in like those fold-up chairs. It's very like intimate setting. Oh, let me bring my camera back since this is a new game now. There we go. Yeah, so it's like an intimate setting. It's like a smaller arena, kind of very backyard wrestling, right? Have you been to one of those? Oh yeah. Oh nice. Yeah, I've only seen wrestling shows. I think the first wrestling show I saw, I was like 12 years old. So this was like 2002. So this is when it's already pretty established. And I saw WWE. This was when it was WWE, I think. I saw it at like, at a real arena, like a full, like a basketball arena was where it was. So my childhood, if you can call that the childhood part, was seeing wrestling live in those respects. I've never had the experience of like seeing wrestling in like a small house show setting or in like a flea market. Because in watching Young Rock, that's what I noticed that in one of the scenes, like it's not really a spoiler because it's real history. One of the scenes, like they were wrestling at a flea market. I was like, oh, I didn't even know they like set it up for that back then. That was pretty cool. Is that a real thing, or is that like something Hollywood make up, Fossil? They had wrestling shows at flea markets? That's the thing? And the last wrestling show I went to was WrestleMania in New Orleans, your neck of the woods. This was my bachelor party before I got married, so this was like 2000. Let's see. I was married for 2 years. I got married in 2018. So my bachelor party must have been the year before that. So I think it was like 2017. But I'm sure it was a big deal. Like when WrestleMania was at New Orleans. It was that year. That was like the only time I've been to New Orleans too, and I loved it. The vibe there was excellent. Such party, good vibes, Food, drinks, music. Man, what more do you want? Oh, God. Damn it. No. Oh, I was almost coming back. Big Chief Wahoo versus the Midget Triplets. I haven't been. They had them at cow palaces. They came for several years in a row. What's a cow palace? Is that like a farm? Cow farm? Or what are you talking about? I'm very unaware of these like old school wrestling settings. But that's what that's one of the reasons why I love watching Young Rock, right? That show I talked about. Because when they have flashback scenes, it like they set up like all these old school wrestling venues. So it's like my way of being able to live that era without living through that era. Speaking of which, I think I'm behind one episode. I might watch that later tonight. Mrs. Doubtfire has been on loop on Freeform TV all week. I have it up there right now. That's another classic. Dude looks like a lady. A cow palace is like an auditorium where they also have rodeos. Oh, snap. That's cool. We don't have that around here. That sounds like a very Midwest/Southern thing. But sounds awesome. I've never been to a rodeo. Nice reference. All right, show of hands, whose dogs are barking right now? Anyone? Good evening, Wild Dog. Way to come in with that. If you just got here, you did that at the most optimal time because we're talking about rodeos. How are you doing tonight? Happy Thursday. Oh, that reminds me, I have a drink right somewhere, right there, that I have not been sipping on, and I've been streaming for like over an hour now, so this is a perfect time to start working on that. I've been kind of like, well, first of all, I haven't streamed in like over a week because I was on vacation last week in Vermont, I was just talking about. And also, I'm streaming on a different pin than I normally do, so I had to like reset everything up, you know. You know how it goes. Anyone who streams pinball, you gotta move everything and make sure all the angles are right and all the sounds and all that. But anyway, I got that done. But another thing that's throwing me off is that touchdown! At the end of the day today, I had a happy hour, like a virtual Zoom happy hour with my coworkers. So I've like already started drinking since like 4 o'clock, and I start streaming at 6. So like, so that already like, I usually hop in a stream sober and then I drink with you guys, and we develop that buzz together. But today I kind of cheated on y'all. I'm sorry. Forgive me. 1 second, baby. Please hear me. Alright. But now that I remember I had this. Cheers, you guys. I am trying out a new cocktail tonight because I follow Kahlua on Instagram, and today they promoted a cocktail that I never thought to do, but it seems pretty obvious now. It's pretty much Kahlua, 1 part Kahlua, 3 parts ginger ale. And that's it. It's actually not bad, so that's what I'm sipping on right here. This is my 2nd cup of it. I'm drinking the first one earlier during my happy hour, but cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Happy Thursday. Hope I'm delivering you some great background content for your lurk. I see there's a good number of people watching right now, but not everyone's chatting, which is fine. I'm just acknowledging your lurk presence, and I hope I am giving you some great background noise for whatever it is you're doing, and hope you have a great night. So, cheers. Pip pip and all that. Wide awake drunk. That's a good kind. Unless you're like wide awake because you're too nauseous and the room is spinning. That's not the good time. Well, Dog Arcade says, nice. This is Gary tonight. Ed's off working. 1 more day closer to Friday. All right, Gary. Good to see you, bro. I hope Ed is doing all right wherever he is at his work. He'll join us another time. But cheers, mate. Yeah, Kahlua will do that to you. Although, I think I looked up the caffeine content of Kahlua, and it's actually not as high as I thought it would be when you compare it to like a real cup of coffee. Which is why I don't think I've ever had a problem like going to sleep after a night of drinking Kahlua. It also could be the alcohol factor, but I don't know. Anyway. Oh, that reminds me. You know what I tried in Vermont that I loved? And I'm realizing is pretty much an Asian Russian. Okay, how do I start this backstory? This kind of runs deep. Ice Skidoo, are you still in chat? I want to shout out Ice Skidoo if he is. If not, I'll still shout him out. Okay, so you guys know the movie The Big Lebowski, right? The dude. You just didn't drink enough. Fair enough, Fossil, fair enough. Not enough caffeine intake from those Kahluas. I got you. But Big Lebowski, right? You know how he likes to drink White Russians? That's like the reference in it. And I know it's like a classic from like the 80s. And I've never seen it until like... Oh, I remember. Until 420. So about a month ago. And I got to watch it because Iskadoo gave me the login to his Movies Anywhere account. So shout out to Iskadoo for that. Thank you. Iskadoo has the Big Lebowski pinball, and he also has Stranger Things. Oh, damn it. I was supposed to go a little to the left. I thought I was going to tip that. But anyway, Iskadoo has a Big Lebowski pinball, which is a rare pinball and is very expensive. So if you guys want to see what a Big Lebowski pinball looks like, make sure you give Iskadoo a follow. I'll give him a shout out in chat. So if you're interested, you can give him a follow. Iskadoo. Just like that. There you go. He has Big Lebowski pinball, and he also has Stranger Things Premium or LE, one of those. He streams those pretty often, so. And he's like the only one I know who streams Big Lebowski pinball. So if you love the movie, you'll love that pin too. All the references and call-outs. But anyway, my point is, I watched that, and so I started drinking White Russians because I realized I never really do. And I wanted to, live like the dude. So I did that. But when I was in Vermont and we were at a Thai restaurant, they had a drink called the Thai Iced Teeny. Now, if anyone has never had a Thai tea drink, it's an orange drink. It's pretty much like it's this tea that's a very dark color, but they mix like cream, milk with it. So it's like an orange color. I'm sure the tea itself is like a really dark brown orange, but with the cream and milk, it makes it a little, more light orange. And we, what was my point? So at this place, they mixed that with vodka and Baileys, and it was really good. Tasted I didn't really taste the vodka. It was just like Baileys with Thai tea, and I love Thai tea because I remember as a kid, my dad didn't want me drinking coffee, and I love the taste of coffee. I think because my mom drank coffee when she was pregnant with me, so I grew up liking the taste of coffee, even though it makes me really jittery. But anyway, my dad didn't want me to drink coffee, so when I discovered Thai tea, it tasted pretty close to coffee. So that's why I started drinking it, and he let me drink that. So that's how I had a love for it. It's one of those boba tea drinks. And so when this Thai place had a Thai iced teeny, which is Thai tea mixed with vodka and Baileys, and a White Russian is essentially is Kahlua vodka and cream. So Kahlua and cream is pretty much the same as pretty similar to Baileys. So in my mind, it's like, oh snap, they just took a White Russian and made it Asian. It's like an Asian Russian. And when I tried that, let me tell you, that blew my freaking mind. I was like, this is a really good drink. And it's like, I'm surprised no other place did this yet. But then again, not every Thai restaurant even has Thai iced tea offered. So now I know that the next time, now I could actually make that drink myself. Oh, wow, that's actually a really good score. 92,000. We were close to rolling it. So the next time I'm going to get a Thai iced tea, I'm going to make it myself. I'm just going to pour, I have Baileys upstairs, and I have Kahlua. I don't have vodka, though, but I don't think I really need it. I'm just going to pour Kahlua or Baileys in my Thai iced tea. So that's a tip for anyone who also comes across that, wants to try it. Wants to try an Asian Russian. That's what I'm coining it. There you go. Thai tea and Baileys, or Kahlua, either one. Same thing. Coffee. Then we're going to finish this. Cheerio. Oh, never mind. I got a little left. Check it out. It's a little Deadpool Slurpee straw. Back when the Deadpool 2 movie came out. I use this straw as my cocktail straw. Whenever I make something, I can just stir it. It's very, very perfect for that. Okay, I think that's our best score of the night. I have not been looking at the scores, but I remember earlier we put up 64,000. Let's make it a goal to roll the pin, which is when we score more than 99,999, which I've done a couple times before, but not yet tonight. So let's see. Let's actually try to do something. All right. Let's just get them yards. I'm just going to try to rip that spinner. Let's make that the priority. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thousands. Woo, clean. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. What a rip. Nice rip. Nice rip. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, come on. No! That was a good ball. 27,000. Ball one. At this rate, we can do it. Let's see if we don't blow it. All it takes is one bad plunge. Right, just like that one. Oh, yeah. See, it's all about that spinner, man. If you can get dialed in on that spinner. Oh, my God. Get in. Get in. Oh. Maybe I should have shook it the other way, but let's see. Ball 341. Let's break 50,000 on this. We'll be in okay shape. Oh no! Alright, 43. Starting out so well. Oh, spin it. Spin it. No! See, every time it gets stuck on the spinner and it drops, I feel like the grooves of these usually bring it down the middle. Like, it never, like, leans out. Oh, I don't like this. Well, broke 50 like I asked for, but I meant for the second ball, not for the whole game. The first ball was like 40,000. And it just started bricking it. Oh, forsaken me. Okay. Still early though. We still got some play time in us. Let's see here. Alright. Same mission. Let's rip that spinner. 50 yards right there. 30 yards. Then 50. 20 more yards, we get a touchdown. Oh, 10 more yards, we get a touchdown. There we go. Ooh, yeah. 50 yards right there. Ah, oh, damn it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I think it is 6,000 points when you score a touchdown, because that counts as a touchdown. The outlane drains. Pop, pop. Yikes. No! That's why I don't go for those Vera targets. You see how they're like, no matter if you make it or not, it more often than not stuffs you. If I'm gonna die from getting stuffed anyway, I might as well be going for that spinner up there in the middle. At least I'll have fun doing it. Oh, no, 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 no. I should have known better. That's a bad nudge into that one. Alrighty. Come on, doggy. Jeez. When it starts bumping off these things,
Force me down! Let's re-up tonight!
Woo! Small Town Pinball, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for the raid. Cheers, everybody. I'm gonna down my Kahlua ginger ale is what we're sipping on tonight. Welcome in. I'm Kret. Nice to meet you. We are flipping some old school 1973 pro football Gottlieb tonight. How the heck are you guys? What were you playing just now, Small Town? We're here for the dings. Oh, hell yeah. I got you. I actually, I had to change my mic setting because the dings were so loud from, like, the omnidirectional to just me. But here you go. Ask and receive, man. I got you with the dings. What were you flipping, though? Oh, yeah. Them's be the dings you want. Yeah, I saw Manu was also streaming an EM tonight. I think someone else is streaming EM tonight, too. Very EM Thursday classic. Ah, you've been mousing around tonight. Very nice, very nice. Alright, 60K. Earlier, I think our best score is like 93,000. We haven't rolled it yet, but maybe now we will. So here we go. Oh, Oh, no, that's going to die. And that's going out. Try to save it. 400, ball 1. Okay. Oh, right. I should probably... all right, let me do a game first, and then I can explain the rules. I think that's a good way to do it. So anyone who would rather figure out the rules themselves, you have this game. You have this game to study and predict. And then the next game, I'll explain the general rules. Yeah, there we go. So, spoiler alert, next game will have rules. This one will not. All 3. No. Bing. Oh man. Jeez, this is dangerous. Come on now. Get you some. Get you some. Woo! That was scary. Touchdown! That's a hint. Ooh! That Lazarus back in. Lurk. What's up, Captain? I see you. Lurk away, bro. Bing bong ding dang. Who's a friend that loves to play bing bong bing bong? Yes, sir. It's a ding dang and night. Oh my goodness. At least I'm getting touchdowns on those out lanes. Okay. Ball 5. Last ball. Thank you for the follow. I will be with you in a moment because I cannot trap up on this pin. There are 4 flippers, and if you try to hold up, it gets get. Oh, actually, let me try to trap. I think I can trap on the top flipper. Hold on, this is a good challenge. All right, that's one way to end it. Von Kraft, thank you so much for the follow. Cheers, buddy. Oh, I'm out of drinks. What time is it? 7:30? I could open another drink. Let's see what we got here. I got Heineken, and I got a key lime cobbler. All right, Von Kraft, since I'm opening this up for to cheers you, which one would you like me to sip on? Key lime? Heineken? Ooh, that's some good high definition camera right there. That's good lighting, if I do say so myself. Don't think I've actually seen Vera targets in action before. Oh, all right. I'll make that a priority. You can see it all night now. Nice inside out reference. Hey, wild dog, you got me. You got me. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All right, this one then. Heineken, mo. All right, cool. I'm gonna put it in my bottle opener. Alrighty then. All right, I'm gonna put this. This is appropriate since we're playing a football themed pin. I put it in my Tampa Bay Buccaneers koozie that I got when I saw a game in that stadium. There we go. Put that away. Why is this mat just all out here in the way? There you go. Whoops, I shook this up. All right, Von Kraft, thank you so much for the follow, buddy. Cheers. Welcome in. I will, you never seen Vera targets in action? I'll aim for the Vera targets just for you. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a great Thursday night. We stream pinball here on this channel every Thursday night, and we stream Pokemon Go on Sunday afternoons. So whatever you're interested in, now that you're following, you'll definitely get notified when we go live. I've been streaming Avengers Premium 2020 pin for the last month straight, mainly because of Pin Clash, then a regular game last week. But I figure, pay a little tribute to our, this is the only electromechanical pin I own, 1973 Gottlieb Pro Football. And we'll start a game, so rather than tell you, I can show you. It's a 5-ball game. these are the Vera targets. You get scored just at depending how hard and how dead on you hit it, right? So this is a football game. The goal is to get 100 yards to score a touchdown. If you get 100 yards, score a touchdown, you get 6,000 points, and you also get 6 football points. You see the 2 scoring reels up there. This pin scores pinball and football points, which is great replayability. So these Vera targets can either get you 10 to 50 yards and 1,000 to 5,000 points. So why don't we focus on that this game so you can see how that works. There we go. I think the farthest I was able to hit it is maybe like 40 yards. All right, see, I scored a touchdown there because I got over 100 yards. Let me see if I can trap up. Nice, you can trap up. All right, you see these football lights? There's 10 of them. These each correspond to 10-yard increments. So right now I'm at the 10-yard line. If I get all the way up here, I'll get a touchdown. So I'll get 6,000 points and 6 points. Okay, so that's how you keep track. So see, I got like 20 yards there. Oh, there goes my Avengers. Attract mode sounds. If you drain out of the left or right out lane, you get a touchdown. So it like pulls you all the way at the end and already brings you back in the beginning. Otherwise, it does remember where you are on the field. Oh snap! Christinator in the house. Christinator, welcome in. How are you, friend? I feel like I haven't seen you in so long because I've been on I was on vacation last week. I haven't streamed in over a week, but cheers, Christinator. Welcome back. Hope your Thursday is going well. We are playing a much older pin today, 1973 Gottlieb Pro Football. Oh, by the way, now that I have some people in chat, I want to survey the room. Do you guys know how it's pronounced? Is it Gottlieb or Gottlieb or something completely different? Gottlib. I've always wondered, and I've never known the truth because I've heard people say it differently. But yeah, welcome in, Christinator. Lieb, okay. Because the way I've been doing it is I've been using it interchangeably, and I was hoping someone would just correct me if I said it wrong. Gottlieb. We'll go with Gottlieb. Thank you, Von Kraft. Christinator's been relaxing, being busy. All right, awesome. Well, welcome in. We're only like about halfway through our stream, so. And right now we are, I'm showing Von Kraft and rest of chat how these Vera targets work on this old pin. So that Vera targets are these things here. And it's like the harder you hit it, the more points you get. So that's pretty much the general gist of it. So for this game, it's a 5-ball game. I'm on ball 2 right now. You can see it up there. Oh, God. Ah, damn it. I'm on ball 3. No, not again. Oh, see? It's still ball 3 because when I launched it, it didn't hit a switch. So that is like the classic, the original ball save. In the modern pins, you actually have a timer. So you can hit a bunch of switches, and if you drain within like 5 seconds, you'll get it back. This one, you have to hit nothing, and you can do it again, just like I did just now. Alright, so my goal is to show you guys Vera target. This is a real testament to my aiming ability, isn't it? Because the Vera targets are not something I usually go for because it's so difficult. You know, it can be lucrative, but most of the time it drains me. But, I mean, I guess it's... Damn it. It's how you... It's what you put your time into, right, that you get better at. So, it's like on Attack from Mars, I always go for the spaceship. Oh my god, this is out. Okay, last ball. I didn't get to show you it much, but... Cheesy Buddha's here. What's up, man? Welcome in. Welcome back. Cheers, buddy. Hope your Thursday's going well. And thanks for joining us. We're flipping some 1973 Gottlieb. Thank you, Von Kraft. Gottlieb pinball here tonight. A little variety in our stream rotation, because I know we've been doing that Avengers for the past month. Now we're going to slow it down from our newest pin to our oldest pin. This pin's older than I am, man. This pin is 1973. That's 30, 50, 48 years old, man. And it's in pretty good condition, if I do say so myself. Oh my god. Alright, I'll do another game. Going for those. I barely got to hit that. But if anyone else is unfamiliar, this is football themed. The goal is to get 100 yards to score a touchdown, and you just keep doing that. So there you go. I got 20 yards there. I can get up to 50 yards depending how hard I hit it. And the music you're hearing, by the way, is the Avengers Attract mode right next to this, which adds a nice little. There we go. I got 10 yards from that. I'm getting yards from the other stuff, but I'm trying to show you guys the very target. Damn it. But it's a really fun feature. Oh man. If you guys, oh shit. If you guys have seen my Avengers streams, that pin has a modern version of a Veritarget. It's a little different. It's kind of more like an Opto, and it's on the Avengers tower, that vertical tower. So it's like, it depends how high up the tower you hit the ball. If you don't make it all the way up to get grabbed by the magnet, you can get different points based on how high you hit it up. So that's kind of like the modern version of a Veritarget. But the old school classic version of a Veritarget is this baby right here. It's a lever that you smack against. Kind of works like a captive ball. Modern pin looks like a captive ball. There's 2 balls, you hit it and it goes back. But I think for a captive ball, it doesn't really score unless you hit it all the way back, right? Generally. Oh, camera's out. And then this one is, yeah, you get points 1 to 5 increments. Also, that's what the flyer looks like. I try to put something back there because I know my camera goes out every 30 minutes. So rather than fix that, I'm going to give you a little different image to look at for a few seconds till I bring this back. Adds another element of content there. So I kind of like it. That's how you turn a bug into a feature, my friends. It's all about marketing. Okay, let's try to get that again. That Veritarget action for you. I think the hardest I've been able to hit it is like 40 yards. I have not been able to hit 50 yards. And I think it could have to do with partially, or most, is the flipper being weak because they're so old. So I'm also considering like ordering a flipper rebuild kit, which I've never done before. But you know, all easy things are difficult at first, right? So I guess just dive in. I just got to do some research, like if they even sell flipper rebuild kits for this, and then so we can get some strong flip action, and then maybe be strong enough to hit that. I've also considered, to make this game play better, consider getting a power ball, like those lighter ceramic balls, which is a novelty that you see in Twilight Zone pinball. Damn it. But I've seen some people play that in their EMs, so it moves faster. Especially with the weak flippers, you know, old pins need a little help like that sometimes. While trying to keep the classic feel. There we go. I think I got 30 yards on that one. Oh, come on. I want to get like a 40. I want to get at least a 40. Come on. Boom! Oh, damn it. Oh, shit. Shit! Damn it. I gotta work on my hiney. Relaxing. Been busy, Kristen? Yeah, I hear that. You know, life's be busy, but don't forget to, you know, have fun and enjoy yourself. Take a break every now and then. That's important. Mental health. That's why I stream. Streaming is like my, you know, streaming is like my break from the hustle bustle. Sometimes, honestly, I feel like sometimes streaming can feel like, it can feel like an obligation, like if you want to stick to a stream schedule. Because, you know, we all know, like, the better stream, the great streamer, the difference between like a great streamer and a good streamer is like one of the pieces is being consistent with your schedule. So, you know, at first it's like, all right, I look forward to streaming it. But then, you know, after some time, it can feel like, it can feel like an obligation. Like, you know, oh, some other thing came up, but I'm supposed to be streaming tonight. So I always like feel guilty about canceling a stream sometimes, but then you gotta remember like it's good to take a break once in a while to, if you really don't want to stream, or if you want to stream something different, right? That's what I've realized too. Like stream what you enjoy, because I think most of the time people don't watch your streams for like the game you're playing. People are actually watching for you. So, you know, you might as well do something where you're having a good time. And then people gravitate more towards that, the attitude of positivity over what it is you're actually doing. I think that's like one of the things that maybe scare people from, if they've considered streaming, but they don't, because they're just like, oh, I'm not good at the game. It's like, you don't really need to be good at the game to stream. Just do it because just do it because you like it, and you know you want to hang out, you want to meet people in the community. To me, that's what it's all about. It's definitely that human connection we're craving from. Ooh, that was a nice little spinner dance. The connection we're craving since, you know, pandemic makes the world an entirely different place than it once was. So we just gotta adapt. So you know, I hope everybody finds. During the pandemic, find something that they enjoy doing, no matter what it is, as long as it doesn't bother or hurt other people. And yeah, just, you know, enjoy your life, man. And I say man generally. I'd say man to my wife sometimes, so it's not a gender thing. So peace be with you. Oh my God! May the force be with you guys. Look at that score. 5-2-2-2-0. 2 is a backwards 5. Okay, let's try to get that target. Damn it. Come on, guy. Be cool, man. Be cool. Alright, I just need a little more sippage, that's all. What's new with you guys? Nothing. Just watching Cret lose his mind over pro football. Yeah, me too. Me too. That sounds like a good Thursday night to me. Thursday night football right here. If anybody misses it, you can get it here. I saw a lot of if anybody follows football, NFL, American football. I don't really keep up like during the off season, but I do enjoy watching football games like during the fall in the regular season. But I did notice some trade actions happening lately. I've seen some news highlights. I think Blake Bortles was signed by Green Bay Packers because Aaron Rodgers. Oh shit! I should have flipped that up. Is Aaron Rodgers? Did he sign with another team yet? No, I feel like I would have heard that because I know he's unhappy in Green Bay. Yeah, they signed Blake Bortles. Unless that was like a meme. I don't know like what's truth or what's meme anymore. That annoys me so much. Like those the fake trade football news just to get a reaction out of you. Oh man, that was a really good run too. I got 87,061 football points. Wait a minute. Did I roll this game? Did I get 100,000? Cuz I can't believe I got 87,061 football points. That's a lot of football points. I feel like that many football points you would roll it, but I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, so we'll say it didn't. All right, I just need to pay more attention. All right, the goal is to roll the pin, okay? Which means to get more than the score shows, so 100,000. And to do that, you basically want to score touchdowns, right? In classic football fashion. And to score touchdowns, you need to get 100 yards. And there are different things on the playfield that gets you yards. Like that gets me 10. That gets me a touchdown, but I drain, so obviously that's not something you prioritize, but if you're gonna drain on the out lanes and not the middle because you get nothing here. But this right here, these 10 football lights, these are your tracker on where you are on the field. And so, you know, they're increments of 10. So like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 yards. 100, that's how you get a touchdown, which is when you get 6,000 points and 6 football points. So Vera targets to get yards, or roll over those things to get yards, or spin this spinner to get yards. That's essentially it. Very Easy to pick up, difficult to master. One of those. Hup. That's a good pinball machine, if you ask me. Oh, Cheesy Buddha, if you're still here, I have a question for you regarding cheese. Remember last time you told me Swiss cheese is a good one with the least amount of lactose, me being lactose intolerant. And you know what? And I was grocery shopping on Monday. And it's Thursday now. And my grocery store usually carries 2 cheeses that are lactose free. It's like Boar's Head Swiss and Vermont Cheddar. Oh. Now that I say it out loud, I wish I tried Vermont Cheddar while I was in Vermont. I think they just call it cheddar there, right? Anyway, is it true the older the cheese is, the less lactose there is? Is that like a direct correlation? Or is that only for specific cheeses? Because I started, because you know, at my grocery store, there's only 2 cheeses that specifically say lactose free. But I was looking at the other cheeses, and I saw some that were like boasting like, oh, aged this many days, aged this many days. And I was thinking like, wait a minute, is the lactose count dependent on, like, there's less lactose based on how long it's aged for? If that's the case, I should try out the cheese that's aged the most, right? Correct? Oh, okay. And then follow-up question for you. So the 2 lactose-free options that I saw, right? That I usually get. Is it safe to, like, do they do anything special to make it lactose-free? Or do they just label it lactose-free because it passes a certain age? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to use that as a benchmark. Like, if this lactose-free cheese is, for example, aged 120 days, does that mean all cheeses aged longer than that is also lactose-free? Or did they do something specific to make that cheese lactose-free? For a given cheese type, the older cheese will be lower. Okay, so general rule. All right, good to know. Here's another question for you. Oh, they might add an enzyme to get the lactose down. Okay, that's what I thought, yeah. Because, you know, I also carry around lactate pills with me so I can enjoy, you know, pizzas and ice cream whenever on the fly. But obviously, I try to get the lactose-free options first. But then if I can't and I find I find a something that's not lactose-free that I want to try, then I take the lactate pill enzyme to kind of cut that. Okay, that's good to know. So I can't assume that based on that age anything older is. But generally, the older it is, the less lactose there is. Got it. All right. Thank you, Cheesy Buddha. Always appreciate those tips. If you guys have any cheese-related questions as well, Cheesy Buddha's your man right there. Lives up to his name. He'll steer you right. I learned a lot. From that guy. Do you have any other topics that you would consider yourself having an expertise in? Like, are you also able to tell us which wines pair well with which cheeses? You know? Do you have any info on that? Because I also enjoy a nice, red wine, and I would like to be cultured if I'm eating wine and cheese to know how they pair. So if you know that, I would be interested in that as well, my friend. If you don't mind typing that all out for us. Not as good with the wine pairings. Okay, no problem. Maybe someone else in chat is like, maybe there's a wine Buddha somewhere out there, and you guys can connect. Unless you're extremely intolerant, a 3 or 4 year cheddar should be fine. Okay. Oh wow, that's a long age, man. I didn't think they would age for that long. The only ones I really read recently at my grocery store was like 120 days. I didn't know they aged for like years. But then again, I never really read all the labels. I just kind of go off of which say lactose free or not, right? But now that I know that, the next time I'm at the deli, I'm definitely going to look up the ages of all of them and choose the oldest one. Here's another question. Sorry for all the questions. But I'm very curious now while I have you. Oh, shit. What was my question? Oh, right. So I don't really like crumbly cheeses. They're kind of dry for me. It's just not my fancy. I like, you know, the kind of softer cheeses, like Gouda and stuff. Is it the older they are, the more crumbly they are? Or is there any correlation with that? Or is it just a different style? Oh, I'm dead already. 31,690. It's very specific to the wine and cheese. My advice is to experiment with a bunch of cheeses and wines. Okay. I'm down for that journey. You're a food scientist, so anything food related. Oh, snap. I didn't know that. All right. Okay. Food. We got a food scientist. All right. This has now turning into an AMA for Cheesy Buddha. Sorry to put you on a spot, buddy. Crumbly cheese tend to be older. I guess that makes sense because the older they are, they dry out, right? I assume. All right, dude. Now that I know you're a food scientist, I'm gonna tell my wife, and the next time I see you in chat, I'm gonna have more I'm gonna have more questions for you. I hope you don't mind sharing the knowledge that you've acquired. What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking? As a food scientist, what is your day-to-day like? That sounds like a pretty cool job. Do you just get to like try different foods and stuff? Quality control, things like that? See, I am myself, my day job is a project manager at a digital marketing agency. So I work with a lot of websites and marketing campaigns. So that's where my expertise is. So if anyone is interested in that stuff, you know, feel free to ask me too. BRB. All right, no problem, Cheesy Buddha. Thank you for all the words of wisdom. Oh shit, there we go. Okay, let me still try to get like a 40 Vera target thing for you guys. Oh god, it's not good. I'm just trying to tap it. Oh, this is just a bad juggling. Jeez, okay. Ugh, I'm gassy from the hiney, not the cheese. Ah, that's 20. We're at the 80-yard line, it looks like. We need 20 more yards. Come on, guys, red zone time. Shit! Come on. Oh, we're at the 90. Yeah, touchdown! All right, we're back at the 10. 20. Oh, yeah. See, you gotta stay calm. Sometimes you get the Lazarus in your favor like that. All right, buddy, come on. Be cool. Shit! I tried to like get control and I freaking flopped it. Sucks to suck. All right, 33,500 ball 4. Just take a little sip break. Okay. Oh man. Do it. Oh yeah, touchdown from... Woo! Spin it, baby. Give me that 50 yards. Oh, 30 is good too. 30's touchdown. 30's good for a touchdown. Because I don't think the yards roll over, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit. Like if I'm at the 80-yard line, whether I get 20 yards or like 30 yards, I think it's the same. I think once you hit touchdown, it just resets you at the 10. So in that instance just now, we were at the 80. And we were on the tipping point of... We were at the tipping point at the top of either getting 50 yards or 30 yards. But since we were at the 80, either one worked. But next time I think I'm gonna look at the score to confirm if that really doesn't matter or if it does. So let's find that out. For science. Pinball science. Shit. Oh gosh, This is not good. 10 yards. 30 yards. Oh, no. Shit. Panicking. I'm panicking. Nice. 30 yards. 30 yards again. Nope. Oh, damn it. Oh, man. Oh, man. My hips. That's what happens when I stand for 2 hours. Oh, shit. It's already 8 o'clock. Okay. Oh, what's for dinner? Oh, shit. I'm just now realizing I should have ordered Grubhub for dinner with Michelle because... Oh, we still can. Babe, are you in chat? Say something. Because I just remembered I have a Grubhub... my company gave us a Grubhub voucher this week. I think it expires tomorrow. And I hope that doesn't mean, you know, I can't use it tomorrow. Because it might be too late now. It's already 8 o'clock. She came down earlier. We talked about dinner. I totally forgot what it was. Oh, no. I think she was just doing something herself. I don't think she's in chat. Oh, I'm pretty upset at myself for forgetting that. Again, I was like totally caught off guard today because I haven't streamed in over a week. I'm streaming a different game than I did last time, so I had to reset that up. And I also started drinking at 4 because of my company, my team's happy hour. So I was all like, you know, not on my sharpest earlier when my wife came down and was like, "What's for dinner?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to get set up here." I think what we ended up doing was, oh, you're streaming, right? Okay, so I'll just figure out something for myself, you know, so she doesn't starve waiting for me. She is pregnant after all, so I think she figured out something herself. But I don't know if she made something where I can also eat when I'm done, but I guess I'll find out. But then I just remembered like a few minutes ago that my company gave us a Grubhub voucher for this week. That I totally forgot to use, so we could have used that tonight if I had remembered. Oh, damn it. Now it's too late. It's 8 o'clock. If I place that order now, I won't get it till like 9:30. That's a really late dinner. I really should like look it up, like when that expires. I hope it expires like at midnight tomorrow, so I can use it tomorrow for lunch. I should really find that out. All right. You know what? It's 8 o'clock anyway. I think I'm going to end my stream really soon, you guys. After this game, I'll do one more game, and then we'll raid someone, and then I'm going to end my stream because I really need to find out if my my Grubhub expires. But, you know, don't leave yet, because if you guys are interested in channel points, we have a lot of fun channel points in the chat. You haven't really seen them in action tonight, but there's a lot of really good ones. You can even change the light behind me if you do any of the 420 ones. And you do get a lot of channel points for joining a raid. You don't have to stay. Just like join the raid, land at the next person, and then you can leave. You get like 100-something channel points. It's like the easiest way to do it. So if anything, stay for that. Yeah, but thank you everyone for hanging tonight. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for the follow, Von Craft. Appreciate you. Every 100 followers, we do a charity stream. We're at 409 now with your follow, I think. So we just did a 400 charity stream last week before I went on vacation for Trevor Project. Which reminds me, I never updated the command. Did I? Hold on, let me test something. Charity. Oh yeah, I never updated that. That was the command I used during the charity stream. But we finished it. I don't think that donation link works anymore, so disregard that. But if you want to donate, you can click on Trevor Project. But anyway, I need to update that. We raised $330. I matched up to 400 because 400 followers, you know. So we raised $660. So great job, everybody. Thank you so much for all that support last week. And thank you, everyone, for joining tonight. Yeah, there we go. One last game. We're going to see who's streaming pinball. We're going to raid them. Other than that, I'll end the stream. We'll be back on Sunday afternoon for Pokemon Go IRL streams. I stream from my phone and I walk around in real life. I actually wanted to go start streaming in like really cool public places. Like actually take the train out and go over there and then do it. Because so far I've just been walking around my area, but I think I've kind of exhausted all the areas this past month. So I want to start doing cool places like, you know, the New England Aquarium. I think would be a cool one to do a stream in. You guys can see all the aquarium stuff for free through me. If they allow streaming, actually. I'll need to look into that. But then there's like Museum of Science we can do, Museum of Fine Arts. There's different malls. You know, a lot of opportunities. I love streaming IRL because it's so fun because you don't know what's going to happen. I've like met up with some friends during it. We've hit up bars, you know. So if you're interested in that, come check us out on Sunday. We'll be doing Pokemon Go. Otherwise, if you just care about pinball, that's fine too. We'll be back on pinball next week on Thursday. Thursday nights are pinball nights. Sunday afternoons are Pokemon Go strolls. Okay? So thank you for joining. Thank you for finding us. Here is the last game. And then we're going to raid some pinball. And then I got to figure out my dinner. I got to find out if that Grubhub vouchers are working. Okay. Now I'm really focused on the goal. We want to roll the pin, which means scoring more than the score displays. So we want to score 100,000 points in 5 balls. Okay? And to recap, main way to score is to get 100 yards. That's a touchdown, 6,000 points. Different ways to get yards. Veritarget, 10 to 50. Those rollovers, and the spinner. All right, here we go. Oh, I think I'm gonna go for the spinners mainly. Oh shit, this is dead. Ah, this is dead. That's a terrible first ball. 1,200. That's how much. I think that's how much money you start in Monopoly. I should know this. Okay, remember how I said last game? Hey. Whoa, what happened? Why didn't that register? What the heck? What's happening? Did I break the game? Uh-oh, I broke the game. It's not registering. I broke the game. Nothing's registering. Game's broken, you guys. Nothing's registering. Look at that. How did that happen? What I didn't do anything. The first thing I noticed was that rollover didn't register. I hear it buzzing, so I think something's stuck. Let me just like get through this game first. Let me just. That face looked like you were broken too. I am broken. I am one with the game, Kristen. So if the game is broken, I'm broken. Spirits are dead. Let me just. Oh, it won't even get me past ball 3. Oh, there we go. What the? It's over 9,000. I honestly don't know what happened. But it's working now, so. Maybe the game just isn't used to me playing it so much. It's like, whoa, what is happening here? Why are we getting so much action? Come on, man. We were on our last game. All right, let me just end this. I'll do another game because that was weird. Sorry about that. I'm glad it fixed itself, but let's get one full working game, okay? And we'll call it a night, please. We're just at the end. Come on. One more game, buddy. You could do it. You could do it. There we go. Good start. I like to go for that spinner because it's fun and it actually pays out. If you can really rip it, you can get a touchdown on like one rip. So see, right now we're on the Right now we're on the 20-yard line. We just need 80 yards. 8 spins on that to do it. Oh, there we go. We got 30 yards from that. Oh, if it just rolled over one of those, that would have been good. Come on, do something. Oh no, I don't like this. Okay. Touchdown! Oh shit. Nice, 50 yards right there. Oh damn it. Okay, all right, that was a good first ball, 25K. Oh shit! I don't like that. Oh man, I keep getting oh shit! Oh, can I get this back in? Almost. All right, 35K ball 3. Ah, come on, bro. Oh shit, that was a weird angle. Oh, come on! That was Alright, I guess that was my fault. Okay. 43-430. Ball 4. Whoa, that was okay. That plunge like almost went right. Shit! That sucked. Okay, I got 20 points from that. Alright, last ball. Here it is to end it all. Shit! I thought I was gonna like have an epic comeback story, but I guess not today. 47,000. Okay, I think our best score tonight was like 90 something, if I didn't roll to 86 one. But all right, thank you again, guys. Let's see who's streaming pinball right now, and we will raid them. Okay, we'll call it a night, and I hope to see you guys next week. All right, thanks for hanging. Happy Thursday. Have a good weekend. If I don't hear from you sooner. All right, here we go. Here's who's streaming pinball right now. So we have us. Oh, we have the most views in pinball right now. You guys, thanks for choosing to watch this. All right, let's see where we're going. That's us. Seraph is streaming Black Knight 2000. Oh, there goes my camera. All right, let me bring this back one last time. That's the flyer, by the way. Okay. Seraph is streaming Black Knight 2000. That's another great classic pin. I played that last weekend. Fliptronic is streaming Indianapolis 500. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Pinball with Fear is streaming Demolition Man. That's the cool one. With it has like thruster handles that you can use as flippers. Whenever I see that pin, I always play it that way because it's such a cool novelty. Pinball with a View is doing Deadpool. Arcade Dungeon is streaming, I don't know, it looks like their label says Williams Spaceship, and the picture, the freeze frame right now is of the mechanics. I don't know if they're doing a tech stream or something. Ricky Byron is doing a virtual pin, so it could be any game. Hurry Up Pinball is streaming Elvira's House of Horrors. That's a modern one. That one's pretty fun. New Mexico Pinball is currently streaming, looks like Dr. Dude, Party Dude or something. Alright. Let's see. Who are we going? I like Seraph. We can say hi to Seraph. Black Knight 2000. That's a good pin too. If you guys never seen that one. Black Knight is an original theme that they made like 3 of. Hello, hair. Oh yeah, my hair. Yeah, Black Knight is like an original theme. They made Black Knight 2000, and they even made Black Knight Sword of Rage like 20 years later. So this is Black Knight 2000, the sequel. I think it's like the first pinball with an upper playfield or something. I could be lying. I think original Black Knight was the first pinball with an upper playfield. So this is like the sequel to it. Let's go say hi to Seraph. All right, you guys. Thank you again. See you next week. Have a good night. Be kind. Don't forget to have fun. And, shake off the haters. All right, we'll see you next time. We're going to raid Seraph. When we get there, be sure to spam emotes, show them our love. All right? Ask them questions if you have them. All right, y'all. Outro and raid.
Well, that's all, folks. That's my line. Step aside, babe. Let a star do this. That's all! That's all, folks!
Can I go home now?